Our next guest is a Tony-nominated actor who is now bringing the gangsta as a drug-dealing kingpin on the hit show Power Book 2 Ghost. Please welcome Daniel Sunjata. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
We are so excited. Welcome to the show, Daniel. Now, you attended...
Garcelle.
Yes, hi.
I have a surprise for you.
Ooh.
Oh, do you?
Are you here? Are you here?
Yes, I do. No, I am not. I am not there. You and I did my very first movie together. You and I were co-stars in a movie way back called Bad Company with Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, absolutely.
That was my very first role.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Oh my God,
Joel Schumacher, I think.
That was so much fun. That was so long ago. You have been killing it, by the way.
You really have.
Thank
You really have. I'm so happy to see you,
Look at that. Who knew?
Who knew?
Reunited, and it feels so good.
So good.
I love it.
I love it too. Now, Daniel, you attended the HBCU Florida A&M University, and you intended to go there for football, but instead you decided to pursue a career in acting. We're grateful, but why?
I had played football in high school and, I kind of been there and done that. We won state championships. I'd had some success. When you get to college, if you haven't been recruited and you try to walk on, you literally are you have to take a scholarship from some other kid that they've put lots of energy into bringing to their program. It's a very difficult thing to do. And so I gave it some thought and I just was like, you know what, maybe it's time to try something new. And I stumbled over the theater department and decided to go with that.
Bravo. And speaking of acting, I have to say, I remember you from an episode of Sex and the City where you played a sailor.
Hell yeah.
And you and Carrie were together, and I'm just so curious, obviously now that there's a reboot and it's currently streaming and I'm obsessed with it, would you be interested in reprising your role if the opportunity presented itself? I
would love to do that. I think the character's name was Louis Leroy from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And I think they should bring me back because, as I recall, Carrie kicks me to the curb at the end of that episode. I'm still a little. My feelings are still a little hurt.
I feel like you guys should just run into each other in the streets of New York.
Can I tell you, all of America didn't understand why Carrie did that. No one understood why.
That one episode of Sex and the City did a tremendous amount for my career, though. It really did. That show at that time was so visible. I believe it was the very first episode. I think it was called Anchors Away, and it was the very first episode to air after 9/11. I think it was their series premiere, their season premiere.
Yeah.
And so there were a lot of eyes on the show at that time, and I probably got recognized more for that one episode of Sex and the City than anything else for a few years.
We'd love to see you back.
We would love to see you back. Now, Daniel, you starred in some of our favorite shows, including Grey's Anatomy, Notorious, and Manifest. But now you play a drug-dealing kingpin on Power Book 2 Ghost. Were you a fan of the franchise prior to booking this role?
I literally watched every single episode of every season
No way.
of Power. Yeah. I remember I was sitting in my apartment in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and this is a big rich town. The intro came on, and I was like, "Wow, this looks really cool." And I remember sitting there wishing that I could be on a show like that. And so when I got the call from Courtney Kemp to offer me the role of Mecca, there was no downside. I said yes immediately. I was so excited.
That
is so cool. Now, what did you say when they told you you had to shave your hair off for this character? Do you feel like it actually helped you transform into the role?
I loved that idea.
Really?
I really wanted, at that time, I wanted my next artistic choice to be like a left turn, something that people would not expect. And I wanted to be a little unrecognizable. I wanted to have that effect of like coming on screen and people tilting their heads and going for 5 seconds. Oh, that's Daniel Sunjata. And I think we achieved that with the bald head.
Yeah,
sure.
I love the look. Now, since you work closely with Mary J. Blige, who we love here, you actually play her character's love interest. What was it like working with her? And she's not performing on stage; she's actually performing with you.
What's that like?
It was mind-blowing. I was really I had to, not fanboy out, but I was a little starstruck because when I started at Florida A&M University, that's when she dropped "What's the 411?" That's how long ago. Yeah.
Iconic.
So I mean, I literally, totally iconic. I grew up on her music. And so when I stepped on set, I had to remind myself not to like hum her songs in front of her or, you know what I mean, or make it weird or awkward. But she was really lovely to work with, very generous, kind, and really talented.
Love
That's fantastic. Well, we
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
clip from Power Book 2 Ghost. Let's take a look.
Prepare for war when it starts. You've already lost.
Now, what the did I tell you about staying out of there?
You told me to find that strap you like. I think it's over here.
It's a power outage. Chef, go check it out.
Woo!
Daniel, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Power Book 2 Ghost airs Sundays on STARZ at 8 p.m., so be sure to check it out.